Hello, beautiful star seeds. My name's Lily Nova, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I wanted to talk about ET messages for the month of April and what I'm seeing right now. So right now, I'm seeing a lot of traumas coming up to the surface to be cleared, healed, and released. These can be traumas from this lifetime. These can be traumas from past lifetimes. So you may be experiencing some of these emotions and things just starting to come up, and you're like, where is this even coming from? It's because a lot of these old wounds are buried deep within, or they may be stuck in our energetic fields. And these dense emotions and low frequency, just frequencies and vibes and wounds cannot ascend into the 5D with us. So it's just like a huge clearing right now. A lot of these things are just coming up to the surface to be healed. These may be things that you've been avoiding for a while, or these may be things that you were not even aware of. And awareness is 90% of the work. So that's why with past life traumas, for example, a lot of these things are affecting us and we don't even realize it because we don't remember our past lives, typically. And these past lives can greatly impact individual chakras. Just a few big examples that I've seen in myself and in my clients during Star Origins readings as examples of past traumas that are still impacting you today would be being burned as a witch in the Middle Ages. A lot of us starseeds or healers, we were burned. They burned millions upon millions of people during that time. People who were like New Age thinkers or healers were using herbs for medicine or interested in the sciences. A lot of them were either hanged or burned. So that was a big one that my star family, the Syrians, showed me before I was able to start talking about this and sharing my story on YouTube. Before I was comfortable with being myself and who I truly was, they showed me this lifetime, and they said that it was greatly affecting my throat chakra and that it had to be cleared. So they showed me this. I saw the visions. I had like a spontaneous past life regression. I felt all of the emotions. I was downloaded with what had happened to me, and then I was able to look at it and set the intention to release and heal it. And our star families are here to assist us in this process. 3 other really big ones that I'm seeing with almost all of my clients, almost everybody, most of you guys, are past life traumas from the fall of Atlantis. A lot of us were here in Lemurian and Atlantean days. And as you probably know, Atlantis fell and brought Lemuria with it. There was a huge cataclysm. Some people may have dreams or visions, nightmares of huge tsunamis or these waves, or may have a fear of water. That's a great indication that you were in Atlantis during the fall, and it was such a deep wound that a lot of us are still holding on to it, and it needs to be healed and cleared. Another big one is the Lyran Wars. Most of us, not all of us, originate from Lyra, millions of years ago, the Lyra constellation. Popularly known as being the feline beings, but there are other types of beings from this constellation as well. But the Lyran Wars were something so huge, and basically what we're experiencing on Earth right now stems from the Lyran Wars. So even if you were not in Lyra during these attacks, it's still affecting you because it's affecting us collectively. It's a really deep wound. So Lyra was attacked, 50 million Lyrans lost their lives, and then the Lyrans had to flee and spread throughout the galaxy. This created a really, really deep wound, and then the Lyran Wars continued through time. So Atlantis, Lyra, and then another one that I see is the Orion Wars, another major galactic war. And a lot of us light workers actually spent time in Orion working with the Orion Council of Light to help bring the light and help bring harmony and balance and peace to that constellation. So a lot of us that volunteered here may have volunteered there as well, and we're involved in humanitarian projects, and we have trauma from that as well. About 6 months ago, I was downloaded with some of the memories of the Orion Wars, and I had to work through that for a few months. So it's just something that could not go with me. So my star family showed it to me. They're like, you need to become aware of this, and then you have to process it and heal it. And of course, they helped me. So especially if you feel drawn to Lyra or Atlantis, Lemuria, definitely do some sort of a healing meditation on that. Ask for that to be healed. You may do a meditation and just ask for more information. I actually do have a Remembering Atlantis and Lemurian activation. I'll link those in the description. So in these activations that I did, we went through and we healed the trauma from the fall of Atlantis and Lemuria. I also have a Lyran Wars healing transmission that I will also link in the description. Another huge thing that is coming up, and that the Arcturian specifically showed me recently, was some of the negative things that I was experiencing was actually because of karma that I needed to clear. Some of this karma was specifically from Atlantis. So they showed me this message in a dream, what happened, and whenever I awoke, I saw this Arcturian woman, which the Arcturians are some of the keepers of the Akashic records, and they are master healers. They are incredible beings to work with. So even you could set the intention and ask for the Arcturians' assistance in your healing and assistance with clearing karma. So what this Arcturian woman said to me was that a lot of the negative things I was experiencing, and even psychic attacks that I had experienced, it was stemming from this karma that I needed to clear. So she helped me clear this karma, and then after that, I felt so much lighter, and the negative energy just went away. So clearing karma is really big right now. A lot of us have collected a lot of karma. We've been kind of in this karmic trap, this karmic wheel, and we're clearing that now. It needs to go as we are ascending into the 5D and creating this new beautiful earth. Karma may be attracting the same type of toxic relationships, people, the same types of situations, or experiencing negative emotions. It may be like depression or fear, anxiety, sadness, grief, all of these things. If there's anything in your life that seems to be repeating itself over and over again, then that's most likely a karmic tie. And it can also be an energetic cord that is stuck to you from a past life or from your childhood or just growing up on Earth in this lifetime. So cutting cords is another recommendation that the star beings are suggesting. Just cut those negative cords so that you can just get rid of it and be done with it and move on. Something else that I'm seeing with all of this clearing and healing work that's going on right now, with all of these emotions and things coming up to the surface to be made aware of and released, we are also going on the ships frequently at night. Just last night, I was working on my sacral chakra, and my star family, they appeared that night and they were assisting me in working through this. And whenever I woke up in the morning, they told me that me and my mom had both been on the ship last night, and they were assisting us with clearing our energy and assisting us with the sacral chakra. And it just felt so nice to know that, they're here for me, and each one of us has a star family. All you have to do is ask for their assistance. But many of us are already going on these ships at night and being worked on, being taught, being assisted. We just don't remember it most of the time. So know that your star family is helping. Know that your star family is there. And the star beings are actually, I feel like they are starting to step up more to assist us. They're starting to make their presence more known, especially the inner earth beings. Just in the last 6 months, they've really started to step up and offer their assistance. And even the Sasquatch, I had a beautiful experience with a whole family of Sasquatch that I met in Arkansas at the crystal mines, and they've been working with me ever since. For the past 2 weeks, I've been seeing them at night. They've been assisting me energetically with healing. They've been hanging out, and I asked them if they wanted to come to a live activation so that I could, introduce them to people and if they'd be willing to work with people and help them. And the Sasquatch were actually really excited about it, and they were down. So we did a Sasquatch activation a couple weeks ago. You can find that if you go back to my channel and click the live tab at the top. It has all of the live activations. And a lot of people since that activation are reporting, seeing Sasquatch, sensing the Sasquatch around. So all of these beings are really stepping up, as well as our galactic star families. They're starting to make their presence more known. We are getting to that point where our frequency is getting high enough that we can mingle with them more openly. Going along with the star beings showing their presence more, we're going to start having a lot more contacts and sightings. So be prepared for that. Look out for that. Go outside, stargaze during the day or during sunset. Go outside and look at the clouds and ask for them to show up, or just set the intention to connect with them, and then tune in and quiet your mind and see what comes up. They always receive our messages. It's just we don't always receive their messages because we need to raise our frequency and open our hearts and our crowns. The crown chakra helps a lot too with being able to receive downloads and messages. We need to open our hearts, open our crowns, and be present and raise our frequencies so that we can actually receive these messages. They're not always going to lower their frequency so much for us, but they are applauding us right now. Even while I'm saying these words, they're sending me a vision of them applauding every single one of you. We are doing such fantastic work right now, and things are going pretty much according to plan. There are many, many steps ahead. This was something that we've planned a long time ago. And yes, there are variations and potentials, but what's going on right now, it's looking good. We're getting there. We're going to make it through this. And like I said, they're stepping up more to assist us more openly. So right now is a really good time to set the intention to connect with your star family, even if you don't know who they are. Many of us are Pleiadian, many of us are Lyran, not everybody. But if there's a certain type of star being or star race that you feel drawn to, just set the intention to connect with them. It's very powerful to be specific with who you want to connect with. So just set that intention, ask. I have tons of activations on my channel under the Lives tab where we went through every star race and connected with every single star race. Every single one of these Sunday activations, the star beings come and they are here and you can connect with their energy, and that also helps to raise your vibration and tap into your special abilities so you can perceive them better. So just set the intention to make contact, connect with them, focus on your heart space. They're ready, they're here, they are ready to help. They're always guiding us, they're always watching over us and assisting us in this process. Something else that the star beings are saying is working with the chakras and the energy centers. I know I already touched on this, but right now I'm doing a chakra series for the Sunday live activations. We did the root, and then we've done the sacral. And I've been working on the sacral for the past 2 weeks actually, but cutting it down into starting from the bottom and working your way up and spending a week on each chakra is going to be a huge transformation. It completely changed my life. And this is how the star beings taught me to get through it. A lot of people like to focus on the third eye and the upper chakras, but really if you don't have a strong foundation, and if your lower chakras, especially the bottom three, are not cleared, opened, balanced, and in a strong foundation, then your energy is not going to make it up to access these upper chakras efficiently. They showed me it's like a tree. A tree with little tiny roots or no roots cannot grow so high. So really the more deeply rooted and grounded you are and firm in your lower chakras, the higher states you are going to be able to achieve and experience. So since I've been working on the sacral chakra this past week, the star beings have also been showing me that the sacral chakra is something that we are all working on collectively at this time. So right now is perfect time to focus on this energy center. Now the sacral chakra is typically depicted as being orange, and it is below your navel area. It's your second one up, right above your root chakra. And it is your center for creativity, for your creative life force, as well as intimacy. And whenever this is blocked or has been damaged and is not working properly, you may have issues with seeding, with creating, with receiving, and with manifesting. You may also feel guilt or shame. You may feel uncomfortable in your own body. You may attract toxic relationships, toxic people, or toxic situations. You may be a people pleaser. You may try to take care of everybody else and not yourself, which we have to fill our cups first. We have to be firm and strong and in our power, and we have to be taken care of before we can take care of everybody else. Imbalances or trauma in this chakra can also cause intimacy issues. If you've ever been abused, or even from the ancestral line, if your grandmother's ever been abused, if your mom's ever been abused, that trauma carries down from your ancestors and can get trapped in your body. It's crazy. As a nutritionist, whenever I was working in the health and mental health field, I learned that trauma can actually be passed down through the generations. And say a grandmother who is greatly abused could develop some sort of like a genetic issue or an illness, some sort of an illness, and then her daughter or her grandchildren are more likely to have that, and it's still affecting even the offspring. So something that the ETs have been showing me this week is also clearing and healing the ancestral line. And you can also cut cords from the ancestral line, and that will greatly heal you. It will help you to step into your power. It will help you to step into your creativity. It will help you to step into your worth and heal any issues with intimacy or sexuality. On earth, we are made to feel shameful about our bodies. We are made to feel unworthy and bad about who we are. And a lot of us are taken advantage of. So the sacral chakra is just a really, really big one that we are healing and fixing at this time on Earth so that we can collectively ascend into the 5D. I actually just finished a sacral chakra guided meditation and cord cutting that's very, very powerful, channeled with the star beings, with Archangel Michael, with Yeshua, Mother Mary. All of these wonderful beings were present for this channeling, and I will leave that in the description for you guys to try. 10 out of 10 recommend. And if you can make the chakra series on Sundays, you can go back. The replays are up. They still work. The energy's still there. And the next one, we'll be doing the solar plexus this Sunday at 2 p.m. Central Time. So if you are having a rough time right now, or if you are feeling all of these intense energies, if all of these emotions just suddenly seem to be coming up, like you're not doing anything wrong, this is just a part of the process, and we are just releasing all of this at this time and breaking it down into easy steps like, okay, that's coming from my sacral chakra, so let me do a sacral meditation, and then poof, it's better. It's really simple whenever you break it down into those simple steps, which is what I like to do. And we won't have to deal with this for that much longer. Like I said, the star beings are applauding us right now. They are here with us. We are doing such wonderful, phenomenal work, and they are really stepping up to assist and be more hands-on in working with us and helping us to remember who we truly are, step into our power, activate our DNA, activate our divine gifts, and open our hearts, raise our frequency. They're going to be there every step of the way for us. I am also getting the message that it's really important to treat your body or your temple well at this time. They showed me a shower filter that they want me to put on my shower to help take out some of the toxic chemicals from the water. So in one of my recent videos, I shared that they want us to drink just fresh spring water because there's a lot of toxic things in the water right now. It's not good to drink. So don't drink tap water. Get natural, fresh spring water if you can. And that even is being absorbed through our skin while we are taking a shower. So just this morning, they showed me the shower filter and they said, put this on. So I'm about to do that. And also make sure that you're eating fruits, vegetables, and getting enough protein, resting enough, taking care of yourself, and of course, getting in movement, exercise, going for walks, spending time in nature, and receiving activations from the sun, getting your vitamin D. Even if you stand outside for 10 minutes each day in the sunshine, it is going to be so powerful. And you're also receiving light codes and activations that are activating your DNA whenever you stand in the sun. All right, beautiful star seeds, that's what I have for the month of April so far. Let me know in the comments what you think about all this, and if you want to share any of your experiences or how you've been feeling, any messages that you've been receiving, I would love to hear all about it. And like I said, I'll have the Atlantis, Lyra, Lemuria, and the sacral chakra and root chakra activations and meditations in the description for you so that you can go check those out. I love you guys, and I will see you later, star brothers and sisters. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, leave a comment, and next up, I am working on my DNA activation kits. I am so excited. These kits will include everything that I did to help activate my DNA. It will have channeled material and tons of resources. If you would like to sign up to be notified whenever these kits are available, there is an email list sign up with the link in the description. All right, I'll see you later, star brothers and sisters.